Months ago, a driver hit and killed a beloved Millard teacher while he was riding his bike at 260th and West Center in Douglas County. Now, a longtime friend and state lawmaker wants to make sure something like this does not happen again. The wounds have not totally healed for people close to Jim Johnston.
Mr. J, as they called him, had just retired from the Millard School District. He was an avid bicycle rider. Reporter Kevin Boughton is live in Omaha tonight with how his legacy is influencing a potential law.
Yeah, Craig, Mr. J's was one of at least 2 deaths on Nebraska roads last year. In 2013, almost 300 people were injured while riding their bikes and got into an accident with a car on Nebraska roads. Now, supporters hope that this bill is passed and on the books and its message out there in time to prevent the next death. Fixing bikes is Chris Halbkat's profession. Riding them is his passion.
Instead of going to the gym, I would rather go outside and ride my bike.
But some days,
it's scary.
Since 2012, it's been state law. Drivers must give cyclists 3 feet of space while passing. Bikers and their support groups don't think that law is working.
No, we don't get any space at all. If anything, I feel sometimes they get closer to you to tell you to get off the road.
He's not the only one who feels this way.
I got a headlight and taillight, and that don't even do all the good all the time.
Soon, bikers may get a break, and drivers some clarification. LB 39 would require drivers to pass bicyclists the same way they pass other cars, by switching lanes. And if that's not possible, drivers must give that 3 feet of space. Senator Rick Kalowski introduced the bill.
It's not exactly motherhood and apple pie and the flag, but it's right up there. Biking is pretty important to a lot of people.
Cycling was important to Kalowski's friend, Jim Johnston. The two worked together at Millard West High School for 15 years.
Just retired, and he's killed. I mean, he lost 20, 25, 30 years more of having impact upon more kids and more people over time. And that's just tragic. That's a real loss.
Work on the bill started less than a year after Johnston's death.
That weighs heavy in our hearts as people that ride bikes, and so this may not have prevented that particular tragedy, but anything we can do, like I said, to make it safer for people who bike, the better off we're going to be.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that working.
I think it would be a good idea, yeah.
Another part of this bill, giving cyclists the right-of-way and crosswalks, just like pedestrians have. This bill faces its first big test, a hearing in the Judiciary Committee next Tuesday. And there's a corresponding bill as part of this effort. It would create stiffer penalties for drivers found to be at fault in a fatal car-bicycle accident. That bill still waiting for a hearing date.